¿Quién eres tú? ¿Dónde has estado? He removido cielo y tierra y no te encontré. Y llegas hoy tan de repente y das sentido a toda mi vida con tu querer.
Welcome to DSIM 518. I'd like to introduce myself and my team members. I am Stephen Farrell. This is the Cloud, David Mayo.
Hi, yo soy la nube.
He's our bilingual Cloud. This is Marie Boyo. And behind the camera is the lovely Jennifer Barker. Oh man, where do I save the stats for the Miami Hurricanes? The greatest football team of all time.
You should save it to Gmail, like Google Docs.
Google
Gmail.
Docs? What is Google Docs?
It's cloud computing. Do you know what that is?
No, what is cloud computing?
Cloud computing is a way for businesses to store like data and stuff to the internet. It's like a safe and cheap way for them to do it versus having to save it somewhere physical.
Oh, nice. So the Miami Hurricanes, the greatest football team of all time, their stats can get saved into the cloud.
Yeah, yeah, on Google Docs.
Nice.
That's cloud computing.
All right, so I should just take my data and throw it into the cloud,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, take the data and throwing it into the cloud.
I'm the cloud and I have the data. And I'm going to speak in Spanish so the Miami Hurricanes can understand that. The cloud computing es la forma de que tener la información, tanto de los business como personal, en un inside online. De esa forma es más fácil guardar la información y todo el mundo puede entender y acceder a ella lo más rápido posible. Now, Steven throw me the data, so now I'm going to throw it to Jennifer.
Ah, look, I received those stats. Those are awesome. Nice job.
Does the data say that the Miami Hurricanes are the greatest college football team of all time?
Sure looks like it.
They have a dynasty.
They have great stats.
They do.
Okay.
Hey Steven, have you been on Facebook lately? Have you seen my new profile?
No, I haven't.
Really? You should check it out. Are you online?
Ah, let me log on right now.
Alright. You know what I always wondered?
What?
How they saved all those pictures on Facebook for every person.
How do they do that?
I have no idea.
Well, all I know is companies should use cloud computing so they can control their customers in social medias like Facebook and Twitter. By doing that, customers can complain about a service and then companies can fix it right away.
Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah, cloud computing deberían usar social media, Facebook and Twitter para controlar a sus clientes y así, si alguna vez se están quejando con sus amigos, poder arreglar ese fallo o esa equivocación que han tenido con el cliente enseguida. De esa forma podrían mantener los clientes e incluso mejorar su clientela.
You know what else I learned? Cloud computing gives businesses and companies a competitive advantage for 3 different reasons. The first one is it saves time, energy, cost, and responsibility for the installation process.
Cloud computing debería instalarse en las compañías por 3 razones. La primera es menos costoso, menos tiempo consumido y menos energía consumida.
The second competitive advantage is because it improves internal communications by providing accurate and up-to-date data.
La segunda característica es que mejora la comunicación interna de la empresa y así es más fácil comunicarse entre ellos.
The third one is that marketing and sales initiatives are quick and more effective.
La tercera y última es que marketing es mucho más fácil y más rápido de implementar que antes.
See, we just learned a lot about cloud computing.
Wow, we did.
Yes, we did.
I'm going to draw a diagram of how cloud computing works. So this is the cloud in which Google, Apple, and Microsoft are in. These are 3 examples of cloud computing systems which store information in the cloud. This is what sends information to the cloud. Servers, cell phones, databases, and computer notebooks. Those are some examples of how cloud computing works, an example representation of how each of these go to the cloud and they're stored in cloud computing.
So how do those work with like GPSs in the cars?
Well, cloud computing is a satellite connection, so there is no need for actual physical locations for these. So typically, in the past, you would have a database which would store the information or have floppy disks or other storage mechanisms. So now the satellite in your car directly connects, your GPS in your car directly connects to a satellite in the sky to Google, which sends a Google map to your GPS through cloud computing and will direct you where to go.
Oh wow, that's really fast. So I know it saves companies money, but how does it save them money?
Well, since it doesn't take up storage places, it saves them money. So it saves them time by having a direct connection. So you don't have to have like interruptions and connections if if a satellite goes down or anything like that.
So how does it save time and money for a business?
Well, it saves money because instead of having huge areas where databases are and huge servers to store stuff that you have to go out and buy, it saves it on the cloud, which is a satellite connection. So there's no need to spend money on databases anymore. You can just save it in the cloud. Also, it helps save time because with internet connection interruptions in a normal network system, your cloud computing won't have that because it's via satellite.
So ultimately it saves cost, but why is there actual need for cloud computing?
Well, businesses need cloud computing because it helps customer relations. So it will help with the transfer of information, as well as it helps with storage. And it's the future of the business because when businesses, such in this time, need to save money and time during the financial crisis, they will use cloud computing because that's an easy, cost-effective, and more effective and efficient way to store their information. And this is the future of businesses.
So in customer relations, you said basically we don't have to like fill out a physical survey and how the service was, we can just do that online?
Yeah, you can do everything online now. So instead of having to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars of filling out stuff and mailing it to customers and having them mail it back, that can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can just ask your customers to fill out a survey online and the cloud will take the data and save it there.
Oh, that is very interesting. I learned a lot about cloud computing. Thank you, Jennifer.
And that's the conclusion of cloud computing.